Welcome everybody to another CodeZing.org programming lesson. We're going to do a level 1 project today called Shout Message. You can find the code and an example at codezing.org/yell. Let's head over there and grab our code. So if you go to codezing.org, under the level 1 code you'll find Shout That Message. So this program is going to take a message and return an uppercase version, which I always associate with yelling. So let's just give it a try. Oh, I got cap locks on. Alright, so we put in the message and submit, and it yells it back, and a lemur yelling it at you in the online version. So let's go down and grab the code. You can click on the buttons at the bottom to get the code, and we'll copy it and paste it in our Spyder IDE. If you don't have a Spyder or Python, follow the links on the website. Easy to download. It's open source and free. So there's instructional videos and a description of how to get Python on your computer if you need it. So this code is only 3 lines long, so very simple program to write. Let's get a little space in here so we can see what we're doing. So the first line is like several of the other games. We're going to get an input from the user. So it's going to display this string, type message to shout, to the console that the user sees. And this input in brackets is the part of the Python code that tells the computer to ask the user for something, and once they get that input from the user, to set that equal to the variable message. Once we get the variable message set from the input from the user, we're going to use the Python method upper to convert that string into uppercase. So message is our variable, and it's going to be a string, which is just text, and we're going to perform the method upper on that, and we're going to save that as the shout message, and then we're just going to print that shout message back out to the console. So we're going to print whatever shout message is, and then the comma is just separating it from the text that we want to add, which is just exclamation points to make it more of a shout. So let's give it a run. So type our message to shout, and we get back, sure enough, our uppercase shouted test message. To find out a little more documentation of what you can do with strings and the possibilities and even what upper is supposed to do, you can go to docs.python.org. So go to docs.python.org. It will guide you through the different versions of Python and what you can find. If you just go to docs.python.org, you'll want to look at the library reference. So that gives you a lot of detail of everything that Python can do. And if you go to the library reference, and we're messing with strings here, so if we click on strings, and this is the details of what kind of strings you can get. So you can get just the lowercase or uppercase letters if you want. Instead of having to type them out, they'll automatically pull them for you. But we're working with the string methods, which if we scroll down all the way to upper, which is obviously going to be down here at the bottom, you can see lots of information. Alright, so if we do, that's bytes.upper. Where's our string.upper? There we go. So string.upper returns a copy of the string with all the cased characters converted to uppercase, which is exactly what we're doing. So this str is just whatever your string variable is, and then .upper is the method, and then with the closed and open brackets. But there's tons of other stuff. Feel free to check this stuff out. That's how I learn. You can see exactly what's possible by reading through some of the documentation. If it seems a little overwhelming, just type it into your Spyder IDE and see what happens. See what comes out. That's how you'll figure it out. If you get an error, well, try something different. it's a lot of trial and error to get good at programming. So let's see, what can we play with here? What could you change to make it a little more interesting or cooler? You could change this, like maybe you want to try to trick somebody, and you say, ask me a question, if you want to make it a little joke, and then they put in their question, and you're going to just yell it back at them in uppercase. So shout message, and then I don't know, maybe space, why are you yelling at me? I don't know, you can think up something probably better than that, but let's see, so ask me a question, how are you doing, and then just yells it back, how are you doing, and why are you yelling at me? So play around with it, see what you think. You can change the text of what's being printed out. You know, look through that documentation. If you want to try a different method, change this and see what happens. Instead of upper, maybe you want it all lowercase, or you know, read through the documentation. If you find something cool, feel free to email me the code at info@codezing.org or through the website. If you find a cool new project to add to the website, I'll put it up there and give you full credit, and all your friends can see all the cool stuff you're programming. Well, have fun, and good luck.